back. We're back on the channel. And we're back on cryptocurrency theory, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been with you guys. I don't know if you guys got my community message I sent out a few days ago. I don't know if you guys get alerts on those community messages, but we had the Wi-Fi go down over here. So I was expected to come back on tomorrow, but the service technician came out today, and I got home and saw that Wi-Fi was back on, and was anxious to get back on here, guys. So we're doing good. If you guys got any time, come on down. We'll wait to see if anybody comes down. Everybody likes watching people lose money, so I'm sure this chat will be packed here in a matter of moments. Down, but we're back, so, guys. So we gotta love that. Guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about since we've been, I've been gone for about 3 days. So, we got a lot of stuff we got to kind of catch up, right? We've been kind of catching up. We usually follow the stuff every single day, every single second of every single day. And, a lot's happened just in the last few days since I've been on here. So, let's start with should we start with the negative or should we start with the positive, guys? We lost about $30,000 in the last few days. And, that's never great, never fun. But, I think that, hey, we got fart burp in the house. Oh, your house is on fire? Oh, okay. Well, you might want to put that out, but if you want to do that after the chat, that'd be great. But yeah, guys, a lot of stuff's happened over the last few days. Nobody likes losing money, but you know what, guys? We did an episode, I feel like it's been less than a month ago, where we were coming on here talking about me losing 30 grand. And I'm up like probably another 50K since that video. So just because we're down today, guys, doesn't mean we're going to be down tomorrow. And I hope you guys took the opportunity, if you guys have been looking at some of these things, to maybe kind of jump into some of this stuff. Neo has been climbing up. I don't know if you guys have been watching Neo. I did a video on Neo a few days ago before it started rallying up. Of course, it got barely any views, which is no surprise. Neo seems to be one of these projects that people just aren't too interested in at the moment for whatever reason. But we'll take a look at some of the prices, guys. We'll take a look at some of the current events. We'll take a look at Grayscale Bitcoin Cash. This is going to be the main one that's kind of tanked. But I'm not surprised, guys. I mean, the premiums on this thing we're getting a bit out of hand. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, we look at the charts here. We're not going to give you a technical analysis on that because we just realized at this point that crypto doesn't really follow a technical analysis whatsoever. So it's kind of pointless to go over a technical analysis on any of these crypto related stocks or crypto because they just don't follow that. Tomorrow we could be up 50%, we could be up 20%. 30%. It's all pretty relative to how the market's going. Alan, what's good? So let's start with some of the current events, guys, and we'll get into some of the prices here. Some stuff happening right now. I don't know if you guys heard. Kraken in Belgium is going to be delisting Monero. So Monero is going to be delisted from, was it Qcoin or Kraken? I don't know. Go check it out. I saw that on the news though. I saw that Kraken is delisting Monero, and what do we got? We got Monero going up today, honestly. I mean, it's one of the only coins that's really up. I mean, the prices, guys, aren't too bad on crypto. I mean, it's just kind of my cryptos have, like I said, BCHG was really the main one that kind of took the hit. Bitcoin Cash obviously down a bit too, from above over $700. But we've been seeing this volatility recently, guys, on Bitcoin Cash. So it's not really a surprise that we're swinging like this. And nor does it really, it's not really affecting me as much as I, would think. I mean, considering, Bitcoin Cash, guys, has really performed extremely well recently. So if you guys are getting in on Bitcoin Cash right now, I still think, I think that, for me, I would still be buying it if I was in the position to allocate money into crypto right now. I would absolutely be buying it. Cause on a side note, with Neo going up, Neo has been going up this last week. And, today I saw we were up on ONG and Ontology, which these are tokens built on top of Neo. Or this was an airdrop for Neo a couple years back. And the ONG coin is a token that is on the Ontology network. So this was an original airdrop token to Neo, guys. That's why I bring it up. I like you guys to be with me here, because that way you guys will be able to follow where my brain's at in terms of what I'm thinking about. And it might not be relevant to really your specific portfolio or your specific holdings, but I still want to bring this stuff up so you guys know where my head is at. All right. So the reason I'm telling you guys ONG and ontology former airdrop to Neo. Neo's been up. It hit over $23 yesterday. Earlier today as well, it was up, and it's been going up, guys. And I know you guys likely aren't holding this coin because the videos I make on Neo never get a lot of feedback. So I'm assuming, yeah. So Alan's saying get out of Grayscale. So let's jump into let's give you a rundown of what's going on with the prices, guys. Let's just do a quick price update. I just literally walked in the door, and this place I'm staying over here, nobody told me the internet was back on, but I saw the internet was going back on. It's about 90 degrees in here where I'm sitting here. So if I start sweating profusely, just realize that this is not the typical time we are going to be doing the live stream, especially going into the summer months here on the channel. But I had to get on here, guys. I hadn't been on here, I think, 2 or 3 days. And, I know you guys were wondering where I was at, but I did give you guys a message to let you guys know that it's only a matter of time before I get back on here. So let's cut the chatter, guys. Let's get back into the channel here. Let's talk about what's going on. So we talked about KuCoin or Kraken delisting Monero, guys. So I don't know what the deal is with Monero being delisted, but they're going to be converting the remainder of their balances of Monero to BTC. Which I really don't know how that's going to fucking work, but we'll see how it affects the Monero price. Obviously, it seems like it would affect it in a negative manner, but if we look at the price of Monero, it's up today. I made a video a couple days ago, like I said, on Neo, guys, talking about these Asian cryptos, kind of reminding you guys that the Winklevoss twins said about a year ago that they think that the next rally for crypto is going to come out of Asia, and that's exactly what we've been seeing, guys. Like I said, ONG, Ontology, Neo, EOS, what else? VeChain. What else on here, guys, is very Asian. Quantum's on there. So a lot of Asian cryptos have taken a leap up. Binance coin, guys. Did you guys see it? It went up to $616 yesterday, guys. Binance is going for an all-time high. I think it's only a matter of days that we start seeing maybe some all-time highs on some of these basically just Binance coin. The other coins I mentioned, they have a ways to go and a ways to climb. But if you guys don't know, guys, we're always looking at timing and timelines on this channel. And guys, don't you think it's pretty fucking ironic that CZ is supposed to be sentenced? I think it's April 12th or 20th. It's what, 9 days away? And obviously, guys, I don't have any info today. I mean, I literally just jumped on here when I saw that the internet was back on here, so I just made a quick thumbnail here and decided to jump in and say hi. But Asian cryptos have been up all week. I don't know if this will continue. Obviously, when we start seeing, Ethereum markets and Bitcoin markets, BTC markets go up, we kind of expect we almost expect that there's going to be volatility among altcoins. I mean, that's just kind of the trend that we've seen since I've been in crypto as long as I can remember. But I'm super bullish on a few things, guys. For one, I became very, very bullish on Asian cryptos here recently. Okay, now I'm not saying you guys run out and buy these things, because here's the problem when you guys jump into positions as we're going into a bull market. If you notice, if you hold this stuff in a wallet, have you noticed recently that your balance on your wallet really isn't moving up or down too much, but certain coins that you may or may not hold in your bag have been, in the case of Neo, my Neo bag went up 30% in the last couple of days. So even though my Neo bag has gone up in the last couple of days, my overall crypto wealth, or my overall crypto wallets have not really gone up as much as you would think, going up on a 30% gain on one of maybe 8 coins that I hold. So my point is, guys, is when the prices are going up, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to start moving stuff around and start thinking some other coin is better than the coins that you have, because really you're going to do yourself a big disservice that way. Because if you start doing that, crypto has a very, very obvious way of like making it seem like every trade you do is a good one in a bull market. But once that gets reversed, those real good gains turn into real big losses really fast. And I think if you guys are trying to trade crypto right this second, you know, going up in a bull market, I mean, really in a bear market, it's even harder. But my point is, guys, is don't go trying to trade cryptos and be, you know, Johnny Trader. You're really going to do yourself a disservice, because a lot of the coins that you're going to see are going to, you know, they're gonna not really pan out in your favor. So the best way to do it is just get in the positions that you like, you know, and basically just hold these positions. Don't try to start trading these positions. Don't try to start moving stuff around. If you want to buy a new crypto, or you want to, for some reason, start supporting a coin that you think is going to go up, go in that with new money. Don't start trying to like swap your Bitcoin Cash for Neo and then swap your Neo for Dash and all these things. Because I can just tell you from experience, guys, that never works out for me. All the coins that I've traded for Bitcoin Cash, I should have just held for Bitcoin Cash. All the coins that I traded for Ethereum, I should have just held my Ethereum. So my point is that even if you're wanting to go into different coins, do that with new allocation. Don't do that with, you know, just swapping a coin to another coin, because I'm telling you that most of the time you're going to even, you know, you're gonna lose your crypto. Just trust me on this. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like probably the number one thing I could recommend out of everything that I need to, you know, everything that I need to tell you on this chat. So, Fart Burp is telling me to look at the chat. So, yeah, so what are you guys talking about? Cardano. Oh, Alan's bringing up Cardano. Oh, wait. So I must have missed something here. Alan doesn't usually talk. EOS is, you know, EOS maybe not be Asian, but you're right. EOS is not Asian, but if you look at the following for EOS, South Korea is big on EOS. It's not technically Asian, you're right. But it's just like Filecoin. Filecoin's not Asian, but we see a ton of mining come out of Asia for Filecoin. So, you know, it is what it is. EOS is a scam. Well, we'll see when EOS goes up. But I mean, a lot of coins people say are scams. I don't own any EOS. Again, I'm not telling you guys to buy EOS. I'm just letting you guys know that Asian, South Korea. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Coins on South Korean exchanges are pumping, where the majority of the volumes are in South Korea on these coins that we're talking about. We might as well call them Asian coins, guys. I mean, I'm not. Let's not try to cherry pick what I'm trying to say here. The founders don't have to be from China or Asia to fit into this demographic that we're calling Asian coins. What we're saying by Asian coins is Upbit, OKEX, Hubai. You know, those are a few exchanges that are pumping a lot of the coins that we're looking at. So, Alan, we do need to do a call. We're way past due. The only people buying EOS don't know what they are doing, and they lose everything when the other guy dumps on. I mean, that's kind of true, but kind of not, because the thing is, EOS is down. So if people were to go into EOS right now, they'd be going in before, you know, before the coin goes up. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, Fart Burp, I don't even know who you are, but I mean, it's fine if you want to, you know, talk about all this stuff. The thing is, you know, you've never been in here, and you're calling basically every coin that I'm talking about is a scam. So, you know, I'm gonna have to ignore you. I mean, it's irrelevant to say. I mean, a coin that's on every major exchange is probably likely not a scam. EOS is not a scam. Just because it's a coin that hasn't gone up majorly, that doesn't mean it's a scam. That doesn't mean that, you know, just because people are being impatient about it, that we should just label it a scam. I think EOS could explode too. And I think that if you guys start looking at some of these coins that we've been talking about, and you've actually bought some of these coins over the last few weeks, you're actually up, because I'm giving you guys what I bought at a discount. Your guys are buying this stuff at a discount price. Other than like Bitcoin Cash, that's pretty much it. Every other coin that we talk about, every coin that's in that top, that thing right here, with the exception of like Ethereum, ETH, even Decred's been up. I mean, did anybody see Decred go up the other day? Decred, it went up the other day when pretty much the market was kind of flat. I saw Decred go up like 15-20%. So again, guys, I'm not saying that like I have a crystal ball and like everything that I tell you guys to buy or that I'm buying is going to go up. That's not what I'm saying, guys. I can't read the future, and nor can you. The only people that have any somewhat of an edge in this market are probably people operating crypto exchanges or long-time whales or big players in the space that are likely, not likely coming into this channel all the time. I feel like most of the people in the chat are probably in the same kind of realm of crypto as us. We're just, supporters of this stuff. We like this stuff a lot. We want to be part of crypto, that kind of thing. We want to, spread adoption and that kind of thing. But I don't think that most people, have a real good idea, and me included, we don't really have a real good idea where the prices are going on this stuff. Because if we start looking at it, we start picking, one crypto and saying, okay, when is this one crypto going to go up? That's really not the practical way to do this, because as money flows into BTC, as money flows into ETH, it's like the money trickles down into some of these altcoins. And, I'm not saying that there aren't people going directly into these altcoins, but I'm saying for the majority of right now where we're at in this stuff, the majority of people are going into BTC. That is an absolute fact. That doesn't mean that I think BTC is the best coin. That doesn't mean I'm not bullish on the ones, the coins that we're talking about. But facts are facts, guys. That's where the money is flowing. But this is going to have a trickle down effect, and this goes back to my original point: is don't be trying to trade these cryptocurrencies all of a sudden because you all of a sudden think that there's another coin out there that's better than the coin that you already have. Because if that was the case, guys, we would all be constantly trading crypto constantly and making a ton of money. But most of the time, if you go to trade a coin or you go to trade or swap a coin, the coin that you trade or swap is going to immediately go down. It's just, and the reason that is because a lot of these coins, including a lot of the coins we talk about on the channel, and I think even BCHG, guys, obviously not a crypto, but it's following this stuff. I mean, it only has about $5 million worth of volume in the 24-hour period. So if you figure, if people are coming in with, $100,000 buy orders and at a market price, expect it to go down. I mean, that's kind of the reality of this stuff. I mean, when you go into native crypto, obviously some of these coins are doing a little bit more volume, obviously 100 million in some cases. But I mean, look at the volume here, guys. There is a lot of volume happening, but is how much of this do you think is real volume? You see what I'm saying? Like, how much of this do you think is actual people trading? And how much do you think this is just the exchanges sloshing massive amounts of volume around, literally billions of dollars? Not billions, millions of dollars, but in some cases, billions. I mean, some of these BNB is doing over $1 billion. But I mean, Bitcoin Cash volume is only 554 million. So if you got a whale coming in here, that's dropping 500,000 or $1 million, and trying to do a limit price or a limit buy order or a market price buy order, they're going to get swallowed. They're going to lose. And that's how these coins operate in a lot of cases, because especially the Grayscale stocks, like if you come in with a decent amount of money, like even like 100 grand, even, 150K, if you come in with that amount of money, almost expect the Grayscale stock to drop, or almost expect the native crypto price to drop. But if we're zooming out from that perspective, it's only a matter of time before that reverses on itself. So that's what I think we're going to be seeing here. And if you guys want my honest opinion on where I think the prices are going, I think that there is a chance that we could edge down a little bit more, maybe even another 20 or 30%. But hear me out. That is going to be extremely short-lived, and that might not be the case. We might have just experienced that, and we might be coming up on the reversed, coming out of that right this second. But I mean, let's take a peek at Solana real quick here, guys. And the reason we're going to look at Solana is because, I mean, all we heard about for the last 2 months, 3 months was Solana. But what did everybody do? And this applies to pretty much every crypto, guys. But we're gonna focus on Solana for the case of the argument. We saw everybody pile into Solana at $180, $200. That is a fact. I know for a fact because a lot of the times, guys, the reason I make these videos is so I can keep track of the data of who is buying these coins. And a lot of people at 175, 185, 190, I got a lot of people checking out the Solana content that I made months ago. So that leads me to believe that a lot of the people were jumping on Solana at like 180 bucks, 200 bucks. And I bet if there was a way to track that data, and obviously there is, I'm just saying I don't have the way to just snap my fingers and show you guys a diagram, but I would say that most people jumped in at Solana around 180 bucks and up. And what have we seen for the last month? We've seen these people not be in the green almost at all. You see what I'm saying? So my point is this same rule of thumb applies to a lot of different coins. And I would say in the case of Bitcoin Cash, we just got lucky here recently because of the stuff that's going on in Bitcoin Cash, you know, with the conference, with Roger Vere's book coming out, with institutional investments kind of opening their eyes to some of these things that are going on with like Coinbase futures. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, guys, but for the most part, if we look at coins in a general sense, they all follow this pattern. And like that's the pattern is like, I would say most people in the case of Bitcoin Cash started jumping in, you know, above 500 bucks, even 600, even 700. I know, guys, because I read your comments and I see an uptick in the comments on certain coins, not specifically Bitcoin Cash, not specifically Solana, on any coin that I make. So when I see this data coming in on this channel, I can assume that there's more people jumping in at these higher prices than the people that were here a few months ago, you know. And I'm not saying that everybody watching the channel has just started buying Bitcoin Cash, but I can guarantee you a lot of people that have hit this channel have just started buying Bitcoin Cash here recently at 600 bucks, which isn't a bad thing, guys. You guys know my thing. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to go probably anywhere from 10 to 20K, you know, and I think that's a realistic goal. But people on Grayscale here recently have put it over $2,000 already. You know, that's the thing. They're already putting the price of, you know, Bitcoin Cash here. Let's just do a little bit of moon math real quick here to give you guys an idea of what traders are already putting the prices on. 87. Yeah, guys. I mean, they're putting the price of Bitcoin Cash at like $2,500. Let's give you an exact here. 0087. They're putting Bitcoin Cash already at $2,500 if the spot price of BCHG at spot is going to be $2,175. So you add that massive premium, it's like we were sure going to come down, but I'm also more I'm more bullish and confident that not only is Bitcoin Cash, you know, specifically going to continue to go up, but we actually are going to see kind of a, you know, we might keep edging down a little bit, but I think it's only going to be enough to register this candle down, and then it's going to reverse back up. So I mean, again, guys, if you guys jumped in on BCHG at 20 bucks, you guys are jumping in at 1,100, 1,200% up. You know, you're already buying it at like from 50 cents, you're buying it at like a 2,400% up, guys. Do you guys realize? So just keep in mind that like, just because I'm bullish on a coin, just because I'm bullish on BCHG, and I haven't sold anything. I haven't sold any coins. And I was actually thinking about doing a video or a live stream to show you guys my portfolio, because a lot of people here recently have been like, you know, saying I'm basically full of shit. And I've been getting a lot of comments that, you know, that basically the comments are coming off to me that I'm trying to blow smoke up your ass here, guys. And I'm just going to tell you straight up that's really far from the case. My portfolio, guys, is well over 100,000 right now. And if I have to prove that to you guys to get all the haters and the naysayers to shut the fuck up, I'll do that. I never really wanted to be the guy who come online and be like, oh, you know, here's my portfolio. Because even though it's a lot for me, $100,000, guys, is not a lot of money for most, like a lot of people, especially if they're trading, you know, investment products like Grayscale or crypto or anything like this. But my portfolio still right now is over 100K, you know, but I've lost 30,000 in the last couple days, like 2 days off just BCHG. So my point is like, if just because I say that I'm still bullish on Bitcoin Cash, just because I say, I mean, it's like fart burp. Like, how big's your portfolio, bro? Or woman with gas, a woman with fucking fart burps. My point is, guys, yeah, and see, that's my point, guys. See, look, so if you guys don't believe me, here you go. Here's my fucking Fidelity. There you go. You wanna try it? There you go, right there. You see that? Do you see that? Do you see that 48K down 8,000? If I zoom out right there, you see that 60K. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to? That's just my fucking fidelity. So I mean, again, I'm not trying to. I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to come off as I'm like, oh, I got this big portfolio, this, that, and the other. In the investment world, guys, $100,000 is fucking peanuts. Okay, and considering this is basically my net life savings, and I'm 37 years old, I'm kind of behind, especially considering that we've gone up as much as we have. So you can definitely see my portfolio is over 100K now. Just a few months ago, to be 37 years old and have this amount of money and basically a bunch of debt and nothing to really show for it, I'm not doing too great, in terms of like this. But for me, I'm doing fantastic. Like I have more money than I've ever had, and I have more buying power than I ever had. So I'm stoked about it. But I'm just saying, I've been getting a lot of comments recently that have been like personally attacking my portfolio as if I'm like lying to you guys. And if I have to show you my entire portfolio, if I have to open up the wallets and show you, I will. So my point is, guys, is I want to be transparent with my audience. I want to be transparent with you guys. That way you guys know that I'm different than 99% of the YouTubers out there. Okay. And I've done some research over the last couple days, looking at YouTubers that I used to watch for crypto, and they're still shilling the same crap, the same garbage, the same stupid shit. I'm sure they're still buying their subscribers and buying their views as well. I'm sure none of that's changed. But I'm trying to keep this channel way more transparent so you guys know that you can trust me, guys. You can trust that what I'm saying is authentic. It might not make you rich. I'm not telling you, I tell you guys all the time, don't look at what I'm saying as direct stuff to invest in, but look at what I'm saying as this is what I'm doing. And, if you guys want to follow what I'm doing, I can't stop you. But if you guys want to just take what I say and do the opposite, or, if you think, I'm from some of your comments as dumb as some of you guys think, then, a lot of these exchanges allow you guys to short these coins. A lot of these coins are able to be leverage traded. So I want to be transparent with my audience, guys, so you guys know I'm not like the rest of the YouTubers out there. If you look at pretty much every YouTuber out there that's talking about crypto, they are, for one, I don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time, because the coins and tokens that they're talking about are so obviously not what is important to crypto, but it just rubs people wrong when they know you're lying. And that's my thing. I don't want you guys to think that I have the answers, that I have like, a ton of stuff to give you in terms of like what to invest in and stuff like that. Because like my investments haven't done that great a lot of times. Some of them have done okay recently, but there's been plenty of opportunities where like if I wanted to look back at it and take profits, like it would have made a lot of sense to do that. But, here we are in 2024 and I have more money than I would have if I wasn't invested. So, I mean, that's something, guys. That's something to be said, is like, I'm here to tell you guys the truth about what I'm doing. If you guys want to, criticize it, that's fine. I'm never going to censor anybody in the chat. I'm never going to ban anybody. If Alan decides to, that's that. But I'm never going to ban anybody in the chat. I just want you guys to know you guys can trust what it is I'm telling you that I am doing. I am not the type person that's going to tell you one thing and then go do another. The reason is because I've followed YouTubers into this and I've lost considerable amounts of money based on other people's lies, guys. Other people's lies. I've been the person that's been lied to, that has lost a lot of different cryptocurrencies, a lot of different fucking rug pulls and stuff like that. And like I said, if you go on to any crypto YouTuber, they're either talking about two things, okay? And I bet you could guess what those two things are. BTC only. Why? Because they have personal vested interest in only Bitcoin, and or they're either being paid by people like Blockstream or these other fucking companies that are pro BTC, and they're getting sponsorships for these BTC derivative products or these BTC maxi censorship propaganda companies. Or they're shilling most recently a meme coin. And before meme coins, it was ERC20 tokens. And now all that's happened, all that's changed is it's gone from them shilling ERC20 tokens to them shilling Solana tokens. That's the only thing that's really changed in terms of the entire YouTube crypto world. My point is, guys, is when I say something, you can trust what I say. Now, that doesn't mean that what I'm telling you is going to magically make you millions and millions of fucking dollars worth of buying power in your crypto investments. But I'm telling you what I'm doing because I want to be transparent with my audience. That's my point. I want to be transparent with everybody who's watching my channel because they can say, hey, that dude might not know what he's talking about, or he might not be accurate in 100% of the time of what he's saying, but I know that's what he's doing, and I can trust what he says that he is actually doing that. And that's why if you go back and you look at my channel, guys, for the last 3 years, we have been talking about the exact same topics. You can almost come down to the chat and expect what it is that we're going to talk about. And I don't expect that to change over any amount of time. Now, going into the future, looking into the future as this channel has been growing, as this channel continues to grow, I will be looking into other type coins. I told you guys that. I plan on looking into other type coins in the future, okay? Some of these coins I could let me just throw one out at you. Caspa, right? This was a coin you guys told me about last summer that I could have made 20x on had I read about how the mining worked, had I read about some of the stuff you guys were throwing in the chat that I chose not to act on. Now, I lost out on Caspa because I didn't buy it. I'm just giving you guys an example. I'm open to hearing about coins that you want to talk about. I'm open to hearing about what the community is talking about that aren't the coins that I'm talking about. And I'll always listen to what you girls and guys have to say. At the same time, if it doesn't fit into a specific rubric of different, it has to fit a certain criterion, okay, for me to be interested in it. But as time goes on, I'm starting to see that there are some coins out there that hypothetically, if I would have invested in, if I would have listened to my own community, I would have benefited on. Now, these coins aren't just fucking ERC20 tokens. These aren't meme tokens, because we get people in the chat all the time shilling these different meme projects. Garo, fucking Guru, Dickhole, all these stupid stuff, right? But every once in a while, a group of community members will all come in and talk about the same thing. For one, Alan was talking about, I think it was Injective a few weeks back that rallied. So again, my point is I want you guys to be able to trust what it is I'm saying, but question what it is that I'm saying. And then at that point, you make your own determination of what you want to do, right? It's not like you're looking at me to tell you what to do. You're looking at me as a way to decide what it is that's best for you. What's best for me maybe it's not the best thing for you, right? You might look at some of these coins that I'm holding, you might see me, overly bullish, or you might see me talking about a coin, too intensely at a way overvalued price, and you might decide to short that coin. And then all of a sudden, because I was so passionate about talking about the coin that I wanted to talk about, you saw opportunity to short. But my point is, guys, I just want you guys to be under the impression that what I'm telling you I'm doing is just that. It's what I'm doing, okay? And that's the whole purpose of this channel, guys. That was the whole purpose of me making this channel, is so I can learn from you. You guys can learn from me, and we have a great fucking time doing it in the process, right? So you guys are lighting up the chat. Let me get a swig of water. We'll start reading out some comments. We'll start seeing people. I see a lot of people are coming into the chat. Probably because I haven't been here. Probably because I'm talking about Grayscale. Like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, I've lost about $30,000 US on Grayscale in the last couple days. And just for all the doubters out there, You know, I don't see SheepX in the house, but apparently Alan's saying it's fart burp, so maybe that's the same entity. But there you go, guys. I mean, there you fucking go. Look, there you go. There you go, guys. 69K down to 48K. So if you look a little bit lower, it was actually higher because it spiked up. So I'm just giving you guys an idea. You know, I don't know any other YouTuber that's going to show you this shit, guys. So you might have to go back and pause it. I know the camera's not really picking it up very clear, but and this is just my Grayscale, guys. Keep in mind, I have more crypto. This is just my Grayscale. And if you zoom out, guys, obviously there's plenty of opportunity for me to take out at fucking 100K before. So, I mean, I just don't see any other YouTubers doing this, guys. And that is the whole reason I'm showing you guys my portfolio. It's not because I want you guys to like become fucking, you know, biased on the coins that I'm holding or any stupid shit like that. It's just so you guys know what it is I'm doing. I'm in crypto for the long haul. I'm not in crypto for these little price swings. And if you guys are, that's fine. But I think that at some point, if you keep playing that, eventually you're going to run thin and eventually you're going to get taken out. That's just what I've seen from pretty much everybody I've ever met in crypto. Is the minute they start thinking that they're a good trader, they're not. Because guys, if you were good traders, you would be building out the algorithms for the crypto exchanges to make the trades happen. Don't you see? Don't you see that's how this works? The people that are good traders, they're not simply trading. They're building out crypto exchanges. That is the whole thing behind trading crypto. So let's pop into the chat. Let me take a swig of water here. I need to figure out how to do one of the polls in the chat. Because my question would be, is everybody in here for Grayscale or is everybody in here for crypto? Because we have been getting a lot of Grayscale people coming into the chat, which is fine. You guys know I talk about it. I don't ever really broadcast it like I did on the live stream, so that might be why we have a lot of people coming in. But let's read some comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. Got a ton of people coming down to this chat. My God, I don't even know if we can go through all these, guys. Okay. Fart burp, I don't know what your deal is, man. Or woman. I don't know what the hell your deal is. They don't want you to own Zcash, exactly. I mean, like, what the hell does God have to do with anything that we're talking about? I'm not even saying I'm not religious. I'm not saying I don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck are you even talking about, bro? A lot of people, Harry, I want to repeat myself, and I want to repeat myself to anybody in the chat. If I was in a position right now where I was making a ton of fiat paper dollars, I would be buying one coin the most, and that is Zcash. And I know you guys say I'm crazy on it. I'd be buying Zcash. I would be buying Dash. And I know it might sound crazy. I'd be buying Monero recently. I became really bullish. And Smooth Operator, if you're in the chat, I became very bullish on Monero here recently, guys. With this delisting that we had on Binance a few months ago, I think it's been about a month and a half. And then this recent KuCoin, or was it Kraken, that's suspending or converting all their Monero crypto. Is it Kraken or KuCoin, guys? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. It's one of the two. They're delisting Monero and they're converting their stuff or their Monero holdings to BTC. And if you notice, guys, Monero is actually up today, and it's been running sideways through this entire BTC run up, which if you look before the Binance delisting on Monero and before BTC went on its run up, you'll notice that Monero kind of traded differently than the majority of the market, because obviously a lot of the market for right now follows BTC and follows Ethereum, ETH, not Ethereum Classic, ETH. So for Monero not to follow these two coins, I was bullish on Monero before the BTC run up. And after it recovered from the Binance delisting, I became more bullish. And then with this recent news today about KuCoin delisting Monero and it not dropping like it did on the delisting of Binance, I became even more bullish on Monero. So those would be my three coins that I'd be buying the most right now. And I mean, that's just what it is, you know. I saw something about Digibyte. Let me go back up here. Let me read some of your comments here. We got a full chat here. So, and let me give you an example, guys. Fart burp. I mean, I know, I'm okay with letting crypto consume my life because I like money, guys. Honestly, like, people say that money doesn't buy happiness, but that's just a crock of shit, guys, because you can't do anything without money. You can't take care of your mom with dementia. You can't go on vacation. You can't put gas in your car. You can't fucking, have freedom without money. So for people like that say money is not important, that's because they have none, guys, and they don't have the ability to make or generate really any money because they're already barely getting by. So for anybody that says money is not important, you're fucking stupid. I mean, that's just like the simplest way I could, in that argument. So yeah, we do all look at the charts, Alan, and appreciate you backing me up here. I mean, we're always going to get people coming into the chat, guys, that are sour about other people making money. These people are just jealous and stupid. They're stupid. So these people exist more than not. So if you want to swing try 4 shots when you get the momentum, yeah, I mean, drop it in the chat, guys. If you do trade cryptos and you guys have actually been profitable on it. I just have never met anybody that's been profitable on it, honestly. And like I said, guys, even though we're down today on BCHG, and I know we're talking about crypto, and we're throwing the Grayscale in there, but even though we're just down today, guys, there's going to be a point in time, I want you to understand that in these crypto bubbles, whatever you want to call them, eventually, guys, the prices will come down. That might be happening right as we speak. I hope to God that is not the case. I really do. I really hope that prices are going to be on the uppity up because I am invested in it, obviously. But we could already be overvalued for whatever reason, right? We just don't know. We don't know what the prices are. We don't know where the prices are going to go. I stay bullish regardless of the price, guys, because long term, I know for my type personality, I'm better off just holding crypto and holding it for the long haul because that's what works for me. That might not work for a lot of people. I know Ombre was in the house telling me, he does swing trading and stuff like that. Some people like to keep their money in fiat and they like to just go into positions very shortly and maybe just get a little bit of gains. But, I was buying Bitcoin Cash at $84. I was buying Bitcoin Cash at $600, So it's really, for me, I've noticed that I do better by holding crypto long term, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I don't plan on even selling any of my crypto for fiat dollars. That's not my goal. I told you guys I was going to probably dump a large portion of these Grayscale stocks if I feel the crypto market is a little bit overvalued. But what will I do? I'll turn around and take those gains and I'll DCA into native crypto as prices keep going down. Because again, you're not going to buy at every bottom and you're not going to sell at every top, guys. There's slippage. It's just not realistic to think that way, and especially in the terms of Grayscale, because I mean, guys, when a stock's only doing $5 million worth of volume, like, good luck if you're trying to dump, a couple $100,000. You're not going to. There's going to be too much slippage, and you're going to fucking not be able to get out of the trade. So you got to think about all that stuff if you are trading it. And in the case of crypto, a lot of the volumes are manipulated anyways, honestly. So even though there is $100 million worth of volume, the real volume might be fucking, a couple $100,000 if that. So, all right, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I mean, these are really small dips. Yeet Nama. They are small dips, okay? Like, if we zoom out, like, now, if we accelerate, if we're looking at BCHG, guys, obviously, the premiums might have been a little that's why I sent this out when my Wi-Fi went down. That's why I included that in the message that you guys got, that I thought BCHG, this is when we first started going down at about, I think about $20, $19. As I started doing the math on it, I'm thinking like, fuck, we might be considerably overvalued in this current moment. But that doesn't take any bullish sentiment out of me being bullish on Bitcoin Cash. That's just based on the premium. So do I think Bitcoin Cash is going to continue to rise? I do. Now, do I think it's going to potentially go down 30%? It might go down 50%, guys, but it's going to be short-lived in my personal opinion. I don't think it's going to be like we drop back down to $100 and then we just stay there for fucking 2-3 years like we did. I just don't see that, guys. There's too much momentum behind crypto right now for me to go to revisit those lower prices and stay there. I mean, I'm just throwing out these numbers, guys, because these have been numbers that I've been in these coins already. So, you might not even imagine Bitcoin Cash at $100, but we were there for 2 years, and that was a great opportunity for people that took advantage of that opportunity. And Bitcoin Cash Trust, BCHG, was down to like 30 cents. So you're now up 20x. You're now up 2,000% in some cases, depending on where you got in this moment. So just be aware that you just because you're finding this chat today in this moment, if we look at the prices, in some cases, if you're just buying today for the first time, I can never guarantee you we won't go down, obviously, guys. But if we do go down, it wouldn't be the biggest surprise because we've gone up so much here in the recent, just really month and a half, guys. I mean, we really just started going up really on a lot of these coins. I mean, look at NEO. We're up like 70% for the year, but like 50% of that was in the last week. So just be aware that like if you're going into these coins right this second, yes, if we go down, your losses are going to be highly magnified. In the case of BCHG, if you've gone in a few days, you're down over 50% on your entry position at $22, right? Because we're down to fucking, what are we down to? $13. So yeah, you're down fucking over 50% if you went in at $22. Now, I do think, at some point we are going to be overvalued, and we're going to take a sharp dip down, and we might continue that downtrend for some time, like we have in prior bear markets. But if you're holding it for the long term, you'll see that at some point, if you're able to hold through that and you're able to keep buying, you'll actually be way better off than if you were to not buy at all. So that's the problem a lot of people make. They come in at the very top, and then when it starts going down, they start losing basically everything because they came in at the very top. And that's why a lot of people say, most cryptos go down 90+%. And yeah, that's true, because a lot of cryptos do. It's just like if you bought Bitcoin Cash at $1,500, $1,600 and you wrote it down to 100, you're down like 98%, right? So unless you have that mentality where you're going to keep buying when the prices go down, you might want to just play short-term plays, because if you're just trying to make short-term plays, that's really the only gratification you're going to get playing those short-term plays, is going in and out and then holding your capital outside of crypto. But if you want to gain long-term wealth in crypto, guys, I just say, if you have, let's just throw it out there. Say you have $10,000 that you want to go into crypto right this second. Here's a great idea. I'm not a fucking whiz trader, genius trader guy, obviously. But if I had $10,000, I would be buying 1/10 out of that. I would be buying $1,000 worth of crypto every time crypto drops 10%. And you would see in the last month, you've had like 3 or 4 opportunities to buy crypto as it's dropped. Rather than taking all your money and putting crypto and putting it in crypto or Grayscale or whatever you guys, stocks, whatever you invest in, rather than taking everything you have and going in at one time, why don't you take everything you have and go in every time it drops? And if it doesn't drop, well, maybe it will at some point, because they always do. Cryptocurrency always drops at some point. There will never be a time where it just goes up in a straight fucking line until you're dead. It's not going to happen. We're going to have points in time in the future where we come down 20, 30, 50, 60, 70%. But that is from the top, and where that top is, nobody really knows. So it's, you're not going to catch every fucking, you're not going to catch every dip, nor are you going to sell at every peak. So if you have like $100,000, take $10,000 and buy every time it drops 10 or 15%. And you'll see in any coin that we've been talking about on the channel, there's been opportunities to do that 3 or 4 times just in the last month and a half as prices have gone up. So if you get in that position where you're looking at crypto and you're going, oh, fuck, I want to go in with everything because I think it's going to go up this amount. And if it doubles, I'll have this amount. Or if it triples, it'll have this amount. Well, guys, what if it goes down 50%? You're going to have half that amount. And in the case of BCHG, if you did that at $22, that is exactly what has happened. You're now down 50% because you bought 2,000% up from 30, 40 cents a year ago. Again, I'm bullish on BCHG. I'm bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I do think these prices are going to go up in the short term, actually, not even in the long term, just based on the momentum we currently have in crypto. I'm just trying to give you guys a rational way to look at the way I would look at an investment. And this comes from experience of how I've learned, what I've done, and what I've lost, and what I've gained out of losing that amount of crypto and or dollars. So my point is, guys, I'll just say it again. It's probably the 5th time. Say you got $1,000. Rather than take that $1,000 and go in as you think you're missing out on something that's going up, why don't you take that $1,000 and every time crypto drops 10%, you go in with $100? Think of it like that. You're mitigating your risk and you're also capturing gains. If it goes up double, well, now you have $100, now you have $200. But if it goes down 50%, you only lose 1/10 the amount that you would have lost had you gone in with the entire 1,000 or the entire 10,000 or the entire 100,000. The problem is when people make investments in crypto, they go in with everything and they have nothing else to go in with. So once they go up, they're depending on the price to keep going up. And every time it goes down, they either get weak-handed and they sell out early, or it just goes down and they just fucking lose their money because it goes down so long that they have to pull that money. There's somebody left a comment the other day that they sold 100 Bitcoin SV because they had to pay bills. So had that person, and I'm not picking on this person, I've been that person, and that's how I've learned this type of approach. Had that person only bought 10 Bitcoin SV as it dropped, every time it dropped 10% over the last 2 years, they probably would be in a better position had they not had to sell all their BSV at essentially a loss, right? And that's just a logical way of looking at crypto. That's a logical way of looking at any investment. If you look at any investor, they're never all in. The only reason I'm all in on crypto, guys, is because I look at crypto as my form of money. I'm always buying crypto when I can buy crypto. I'm always spending crypto regardless of the price. And that has worked for me. But if you're trying to just make a gain of fiat dollars, I would not suggest taking that approach. If you're trying to make a gain, if you're trying to just make additional dollars and cash out, and you really don't want to be part of crypto, you just want to be part of the profit dollar making, then that is not the way to do it. My approach doesn't work for you. My approach works for me because I've told you guys in videos before, I like gambling. So for me, being in cryptocurrency curbs my addiction to gamble. All right. So whether that's fucking high risk options trades or fucking stocks or whatever, going down to the casino, which you guys know, I made a ton of videos with Dr. Kinser doing that. My point is crypto is better. Crypto serves a better purpose for me for different reasons. But if your main purpose is to get more dollars and get those dollars and then hang on to those dollars and then do it again, I would say do the approach that I just told you about. Every time crypto drops, go in with 10% of the allocated amount that you want to gain. That way, if it goes down 50%, you lose 1/10 the amount, and or if it goes up double, then you double the amount that you just went in. Obviously, if you guys kept doing that over time, those numerical values would change based on when you got in and when you got out, that kind of thing. But I think that's the best way to look at it, guys. Again, I can't tell you guys to go invest in certain stuff. I don't have the qualifications to tell you guys how to do that. We're just covering stuff more for, just fun on this channel. But we do have a competitive edge comparative to all the other channels out there. Because like I said, if you go to any other channel, they're going to be shilling you on meme coins that Vitalik said himself, they're just copies of one another. Okay, there's no mining, there's no nodes, there's no upgrades to the networks. These are literally just, think of these meme tokens as people just creating money out of thin air, and then you basically giving someone your money. That's what they are, guys. And I bet you if I had a way of actually taking an honest estimation of how many people actually make money on these meme coins or additional Bitcoin or additional Ethereum or additional Sol tokens based on these meme coin trades, I would say like 95% of the people out there, you're not going to hear about the losses. You only hear about the gains, but I would say most people are losing on these meme tokens. And I would absolutely say like that probably is the case. You know what I'm saying? So see what you guys are saying here. Loads of ERC. Yeah. And Alan said it too. Like, the ERC20 tokens, this meme token debacle thing is on Solana is just ERC20 2017 played all over again. I mean, that's all this is, guys. And if you don't know what that means, it's exactly what I just said it means, is people make money out of thin air and they basically take your money and dump their tokens on you. So don't just like, if you've made money on meme tokens, like and I don't say this in a condescending way, like please prove it. Like make a video on YouTube walking us through and showing your portfolio like I did and showing your trades and showing us how you did it, because you never see any of that because it's not what's going on. These people are going into these meme tokens and they either can't get out of the trade because the network's jammed on Solana, which I just checked Exodus wallet, same thing, network congestion on Solana. So again, nothing against Solana if you guys like it. I'm just saying, like, if we had a way to look at the people that are actually trading these meme tokens, I would bet you my left nut that most of these people are losing money. They're losing money on these tokens that they're buying. And if there's tons of YouTube channels out there that are getting paid to promote these meme tokens because they have vested interest in you guys buying into what they're saying and you're essentially giving them your money. That's what you're doing. And I know that sounds like very basic premise level, but that actually is the case. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so Crypto Kitties, I mean, that's like the first NFT project. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, I never blink. That's how cult leaders operate. We don't blink. Never trust somebody that doesn't blink. Yeah, I don't buy them. Alan's right. I don't buy meme tokens. I stay away from them. I think they're just they're stupid. They're dumb because there's no difference. Let me give you an example. Like, let's make two meme tokens. Okay. Let's call one Chad token and let's call one Fart Burp token. They're both Solana contracts. They're both Solana tokens. What's different between my token and Fart Burp's token? Absolutely nothing. A fucking graphic and a marketing campaign on Twitter. That's the only thing different about it. So it's almost like it doesn't matter which meme you buy, even though that's the whole premise of why you buy them is what meme it is. So if you take that out of the equation, what do these meme tokens have in common? Everything. And they're all fucking stupid. Let's see what... So fan is saying BCH is still a great buy. Eventually new people will come in and BCH won't have the same stigma in their eyes that old had. I agree with that. BCH is a closing thing to Satoshi's intention. BCH and BTHC. I'm going to throw it out there. I think BSV too. I know you guys are, I know that like I keep making BSV content, but nobody really, we have a small group of BSVers that come to the chat, and I appreciate everybody that does come. And you guys know that BSV is one of my biggest holdings. But if you ask most of the crypto community, they'll say BSV is a scam. But then why does Satoshi hold it, guys? And I say that hypothetically because Satoshi's not going to move his coins. And just like he's never moved any, or he or she or they have ever moved their coins, because they likely can't. But my point is, guys, is if we look on principles, that argument of saying BSV is a scam doesn't really make sense. Yes, one of the main people that was in charge of promoting BSV, Craig Wright, a lot of people think he's a scammer. I don't really care. That's not the reason I hold BSV. The reason I hold BSV is I actually like the community that's out there. That isn't obsessed with the fact that they, think he is or she or they or Satoshi or whatever. But we're getting off topic here. Let's kind of wrap up the chat here with some final concluding comments. Like I said, guys, you see the pit sweat coming here. It's about 95 degrees in this room. I got an air conditioner, but unfortunately the filter is incredibly dusty from sitting all winter, and I don't have air conditioning running right now because it would disrupt the chat. That's the main reason. But I do need to clean the air filter, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't think that'll lie, guys. I'm sitting in a fucking garage, as you see, and it's hot as fuck. So my point is, guys, is let's conclude the chat and see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, fart burp. I'm sure you've made your parents proud too. It's okay to disagree. Just buy the coin that you want. We can still get along. The real enemy is the government. Yeah, and that's the whole reason, guys, is when we go back to, and True Fan has got a point. Like, the whole reason, guys, we're in crypto, guys, is not because I like BSV or I like Bitcoin Cash or I have $100,000 portfolio and you have $1 million portfolio or 10 million or $10 billion portfolio. Or maybe you have a humbling portfolio of $100 and you're just starting out in crypto. I've been that person. I've been the person that started out with a portfolio, guys. I didn't get a $100,000 portfolio overnight. I mean, this has taken fucking 7 years for me to fucking do. And if I look at the coins that I've sold, it actually would have made sense looking back to just hold these coins. As you guys know, I've lost anywhere from about 5 to 6 BTCs, which is peanuts for, people with money. But for people like me, just average people, that's quite a bit of money now, because what's 5 times 7? 35? So, I mean, we're looking at 350,000 I've lost in just the last 7 years had I just held my point is, guys, is the reason that I'm in crypto, and I'm hoping the reason that you're in crypto are for the same reasons, is because that we don't like how governments manipulate the monetary system, and they do it for greed, but they also do it for a lot of other reasons that don't really benefit us, guys. They don't, the government printing money hasn't done us any favors over the last few years. It's just caused inflation. It'll continuously cause inflation. And it's the same reason you go to the grocery store and the same gallon of milk's now triple the price it was a couple years ago. And I'm not saying prices don't go up, but let's take a look at why prices go up. It's because they print more money. So there's more money chasing these goods and services than there were before they printed the money. So if they just would stop printing money, which we all know, hopefully in the chat, that governments, central banks, and politicians will never push to do, that is really the root core. And even though we could get sidetracked, even though fart burp, and even though, I'm sitting in here in a 95-degree heat to give you a live chat, looking at those stinky pits, the reason that we are in crypto and the reason that I'm in crypto, guys, is specifically to cater to this audience. So even though we sometimes get off track of what we should be talking about and where our heads all should be, let's look at why we're all fucking here. All right. And that's because we want to gain more buying power in the future. rather than the dollar sitting in our banking account depreciating every single day. Right? Is that right? Answer me, guys. Is that right? Is that why you guys are in crypto? If you guys are just in crypto to make more dollars, that's kind of indirectly the same reason you should be in crypto. So even though you might not understand why you're in crypto right this second, that is really directly, but indirectly, the reason you are in crypto right now is because you're trying to get more dollars to compete with the inflation rate that is much higher than this fucking artificial one you're hearing about on the news, guys. I mean, that I think we all can fucking agree on, right? I don't want to say anybody. I want to say most people, guys, aren't making that much more money that equate to the living costs that have just, I would say really in the last year, guys, the cost of stuff has really just fucking soared. Like I was looking at how much money I save on driving an electric car. And guys, I'm going to be honest. If I had to pay gas right now, I feel for you guys. I really do. Because like I was doing the math on what I save for gas. And just a FYI, a little life hack, guys. If you guys are in a position where you guys and girls can look into saving money, I would look into buying one of these older Teslas that have grandfathered in supercharging. I get free supercharging for life on my Tesla. And it's badass, guys, because I'm able to charge for free forever. I've never replaced the brakes on my car. I've never done any maintenance on my car other than struts. And it's got 170,000 miles on it now, guys. And a lot of people say, oh, well, the batteries go bad. No, that's not true. My batteries are still 93% in perfect working, holding a charge. As long as you don't max out the charge and let it go down to zero, your batteries, people say, oh, you got to charge it all the time. Like, okay, I save 25, 30 bucks every time I do. So I don't mind charging it and getting out and running my dog or something, or getting out and taking a walk for 45 minutes. So just a little life hack, guys. Always try to save money if you can. And, you can use that money to invest in things that will get you more buying power in the future, aka crypto, but it can be anything. If you guys like stocks, if you guys like, real estate, I don't think that's a very good investment right now, but that's just me. That's coming from the realtor that hasn't sold anything in over a year. But look into ways that you can save money so you can get more investments to give you more money in the future. Because if we're all just competing with just buying the, keeping up with the Joneses or keeping up with your neighbors by having a new car sitting in your driveway or stuff, or buying all these depreciating assets, you're not going to get very far in the long run. You're going to be fucking 60, 70 years old. You're going to be sitting there going, well, I got a fucking car. Well, what else do you got? You don't have anything else. And if you just would have taken some of that money and invested it in something that you saw could give you more buying power in the future, then you'd be in a lot better position, guys. And that's what I'm trying to gear you guys and girls up on this channel is like, when we do, we're all gonna get old. We're all gonna get to the age where we're, we either have it or we don't. We either have a considerable amount of buying power in the future or we don't. And there's gonna be people that do, and there's gonna be people that don't. It'll always be like this, guys. But if you work hard at trying to get your money into these investments, like for me, it's crypto, into these investments that I think are going to have more buying power in the future, you're going to be a lot better off for the people that are just driving a fucking brand new car and like not having any money, or, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with buying a new car, guys. I'm just saying prioritize what you want to do in terms of like getting the stuff you need. That way you set yourself up for a future that is essentially going to cost more, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't see prices coming down in the future for anything really. I mean, maybe for houses, maybe for real estate, I think that's going to come down because the affordability for most people and all the baby boomers that are going to fucking die in the next 20, 30 years. I definitely see houses coming down in price, but like in terms of like, food and, goods and services and stuff, I would say those prices are likely going to continue to rise, guys. Just because the central bank gets inflation down to 2%, that doesn't mean prices don't rise. That just means prices don't rise above 2% ongoingly, right? That's what that means. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have like people are like, oh, well, when the inflation rate gets down to, once the central bank gets inflation under control, prices will be good again. No, that just means they're not going to be rising as rapidly as they have been over the last couple of years, right? The answer is right, guys, because that's just facts. It's not even up for debate. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I got to wrap it up here, guys. I got to head out of here, but let's see what you guys are saying. And girls, we got Alyssa Hart in the chat. Appreciate we, like I said, guys, this is not a dick fest channel. We get a lot of girls coming into the chat, which I think is pretty cool. That we actually have, women, educated women coming into the chat, giving us their opinion. It's better than having a bunch of dudes sitting around, arguing with one another like Fat Burp. Let's see. It's okay to just buy the coin. We can still get along. It's really a government money print. I think that's where we left off. So, he needs to drink, but it's 95 degrees in here, guys. I gotta drink water. Guys, like I said, I want to say something here as we coming in on about an hour. And like I said, I haven't been on here in the last couple days, so the hour for me doesn't feel like an hour. It feels like I just got on here. But have you guys not seen the progression on this channel? If you're just tuning in for the first time, have you guys not seen the progression on this channel? I'm being real with you. If you've been on here, you've seen it. The channel is progressing. Of course, I'm not going to be coming on here like a redneck drinking a gallon of water for the remainder of the time I'm going to be doing this live stream, but I'm going to be doing this live stream forever. Like they said in the movie, what was it? Sandlot. Forever. I'm always going to be on here. So to ridicule somebody about like drinking water out of a jug, like, yeah, it might look a little redneck, but like, guys, I'm in a garage. Let's come back down to planet Earth here. I've cut every expense to protect my crypto bag. So I think some people in the chat might just be focused on the wrong things, guys. What we're focused on this channel is not whether or not how I'm consuming water, whether it's out of a glass or a jug. It's to get you guys and girls to a better position in your future where you can look back and say, man, I'm glad I learned about that stuff, because knowing what I know now, I'm very thankful and glad that I took the initiative and got into cryptocurrency so aggressively when I did, guys. And that's not going to ever stop. It's just been on a brief pause for like the last really only about 6 months, because when I first moved here, I was buying crypto. I was buying Zcash and Dash. Remember I was telling you guys, those were real purchases, guys. And even though 2023 wasn't the best year for me, that's only because I was staying in an overpriced apartment that I didn't need, guys. I was paying over $3,000 for just rent for 2 years on my own. For somebody that wasn't making the money to stay there, guys, that really depleted a lot of my crypto holdings. I spent 20 Bitcoin Cash, guys, for over a year every single month, guys. And that took a majority. If I would have not been in that apartment, I would have close to 300K right now, and my Bitcoin Cash bag would be over my Bitcoin Cash bag would be close to 200K just in my Bitcoin Cash bag. And I did liquidate some Dash. I did liquidate a little bit of Zcash as well. So I would have about another 250,000 in my crypto bag had I just left that fucking stupid apartment earlier. So my point is, guys, is where we're at. Don't judge. For one, don't judge anybody, guys. For two, if you do judge people, that's fine. It's we all talk shit about people. I talk shit about people fucking constantly. But my point is, guys, is deep down, try to be the person that does better. Try to be the one that does better. And what I mean by that is, don't be like everybody else, guys. Everybody else, and most people, guys, unless you're in a certain type of, I don't want to say class of people, but it kind of is a class of people. Unless you're in a certain I would say like super upper class, like most people, guys, we're barely getting by, and me included. We're barely getting by. And it's a bit silly to like judge people because really, like, am I doing that much better than you guys? No. Are you guys doing that much better than me? No. You guys might be. We might have fucking I'm sure we do get whales that come into the channel, guys. We've had people come into the channel, but for the most of us, like, we're all just trying to do better. So like, just try to do better. Like, and if you constantly try to do better, you will actually do better. That's the whole beauty of it. If you just try, guys, just try to do better. And I mean that like in a crypto sense. Like, if you don't like the cryptos we're talking about, I don't really know why you're here, honestly. It doesn't make a lot of sense to begin with. But if you or maybe just hitting this channel because you're hearing about these cryptos for the first time, like, here's an idea. Just try this stuff out. Just try doing a purchase. Just try holding the crypto for a considerable amount of time. And what is that? That's like 5+ years, guys. I'm not sitting here saying like we're going to be millionaires, multi-millionaires in the next week. But if we keep buying cryptocurrency and we keep allocating some of our net worth to this stuff, don't you think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to be better off than if we didn't buy crypto? Have you guys ever thought about that? If I would have heard about Bitcoin in 2009, I would have been into it. I just didn't hear about it. All right. And there's people that come into this chat that are just hearing about crypto for the first time, guys. And there is a large, I would say the majority of people in the world still to this day doesn't know what cryptocurrency is. Sure, they've heard the word Bitcoin. They've heard the word. That doesn't mean they know what cryptocurrency is. My point is, look into some of this stuff before you put me down about the coins that I'm talking about. We get a lot of people that put down Bitcoin Cash, put down BSV. Rather than doing that, look into some of this stuff and say, why not? Why am I talking shit about this person, these coins that this person's holding before I look into it? Because that's what we get a lot of in this chat recently, guys, is people coming in here talking about the coins that we're promoting, because we are promoting these coins, and they haven't even looked into them, and that's really silly, guys. That's like me criticizing something that I have absolutely no knowledge about. And that's no person to be, guys. Be the person that says, okay, maybe I'll look into this stuff. And at least, if you think I'm full of shit, maybe I'll look into how to short these coins this guy's telling me about, right? See what you guys are saying. Yeah, the thing with Grayscale, Busy Mountain, welcome back. Um, you know, the thing with the Grayscale thing, guys, is I told you guys I will be selling those, and I did a whole video on it. It's been, I don't know, a few months at this point, but we did a video, and I think the title was, I'll be dumping my Grayscale stocks. It was in the last, I don't know, 3 months, I think we made the video. So here's my thing. I'm going to be dumping the Grayscale stocks, okay? Some of that money I'm going to leave into the Fidelity account so I can go back into Grayscale. Now, it might seem a bit stupid to say it like this, but I think that when I do go back into it, it probably won't immediately work out. In fact, like, I'm not good at timing the market, so it'll probably not work out. But I still want to leave Grayscale open for me having the fun of trading crypto, because I know for a fact I can't trade native crypto. I'm not skilled enough. And despite, I've had some good trades and options before. I've had some good stock trades, actually. I would say probably about half and half. Half have been bad, half have been good. The same with my options trading. But, I'm not... I've lost enough crypto trading native crypto to just to just come to the realization it's not for me. I don't think that is something I'm ever going to go back into trying to do. But that's why I say, I'll leave some of that money in Grayscale to kind of keep conditioning myself, guys. And maybe at some point I will be good at timing the market, better and better. And that's why I keep telling you guys on the channel, better and better in everything you do. But for the purposes of this channel, the crypto world. And if we just keep doing that, guys, we keep getting better and better. If you keep getting better and better, you will only get better. It's when we just say, oh, I don't want to try to trade the crypto market anymore. It's not for me, and that applies to anything in life, guys. But because this is a cryptocurrency focused channel, if we just give up on it, if we just give up on stuff, then there's one guarantee, guys. It'll never fucking happen. Okay? If you just quit in your crypto journey, there's one guarantee out of quitting in that crypto journey. You will never be profitable, and you will never have any kind of crypto wealth. That is a guarantee, guys, if you quit the crypto stuff. Now, I'm not saying go all in like me. I'm not saying be like me, guys. I don't want the Chadwick army on YouTube following cryptocurrency theory. Okay, that's not the purpose of this channel. But if we keep trying to get better and better in our crypto journey, we will look back and actually be like, holy fuck, here I am 10 years later, and I'm doing better than I was 10 years ago. Because if you have that mentality where you just get better and better, it doesn't matter your age. I don't care if you're I don't care what your age is. I don't care if you're 60 plus. There's about, last I checked, I think it was 12% of this channel is either 60 or 65 and over, guys. 12%. That might not seem like a lot, but this channel's got about 1,600 subscribers now, and about 60% of the people that watch this channel aren't even subscribed. So I just wonder how many out of those, that's like what? Approximately, I would say, considering 60% aren't subscribed, that's probably like, if the same demographic poured over into the non-subscribers, we're talking like 200-300 people that are watching this channel that are 60 or 65 plus. And age doesn't matter, guys, especially in crypto. If you keep getting better and better every single day, every single week, every single month, you will look back in the past, guys, or from a future point in time at your past, and you will be guaranteed 100% better than you were when you started. But if you just come into crypto and maybe the first couple trades or your first couple purchases don't work out for you and you give up, the guarantee is, guys and girls, that when you get to that future point in time, you will not get better. You will actually be worse, because you're either getting better or you're getting worse, guys. That's it. There's no just I'm doing okay, things are good. That's just in your fucking head. So if you keep getting better and better in your crypto, you keep getting better and better with your investments, you keep getting better and better in your awareness, your self-awareness in learning about cryptocurrency, you will be better. That's why I can go online, guys, and there's about 3 or 4 YouTubers that I could name that are actually genuine YouTubers that are out promoting crypto. The rest of the 99% out there are just fucking bullshit, guys. They're bullshit. That's why you can Google any one of these Twitter coins that you're hearing about on Twitter, and they'll pop up. They'll all be popping up talking about these coins, guys. But I can guarantee with 100,000% certainty that in 10 years, these fucking people will be gone. They will not be in crypto, because it will run so thin for these YouTubers out here promoting this kind of crap. Eventually, guys, the self-awareness and people that are finding out about what cryptocurrency is, there's not going to be any pool of people to pull from, because the world will eventually know what cryptocurrency actually is, guys. Not just hearing the word, okay? There's a difference in people just, oh yeah, I know what Bitcoin is. I know about it. No. I've heard so many people at the gym, mostly just the gym, because that's about the only place I go, they start talking about BTC Bitcoin, or they start talking about Bitcoin. They all heard about it. They all think they know about it. But I hear the conversations they're having with each other. You can tell these people don't know a damn thing about crypto. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I know more than they do. Yeah? All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys coming down. We will be back on here regularly. You know, I don't foresee the internet going down any time in the future, but that's the only reason we haven't been on here, guys. Something happened with the internet. I couldn't get on here. I sent you guys a community message. We got videos coming out. What else we got going on? We got videos coming out. If you guys noticed, I haven't been doing much short videos anymore. You know, maybe we'll uptick those a little bit. And yeah, I want to do some videos here coming up in the next week on definitely Monero. Shout outs to Smooth Operator. Your comment is burned in my brain, because you're right. We don't talk about a Monero enough on this channel, and that's going to change. So shout outs to Smooth Operator. Shout outs to my boy Alan in the chat. Shout outs to the females in the chat, because we had some girls come into the chat. Busy Mountain, Fart Bert, appreciate you lighting up the chat, even though we don't see everything the same way. But appreciate everybody coming down to the chat, guys. Grayscale, crypto. Like I said, guys, I've lost $30,000 in the last couple days, okay? I'm not worried about it. I'm really not worried about it. You know, and if we lose another 50%, I'm still not going to be worried about it, because I know where I'm going to be. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm pushing myself to go in this crypto stuff. We'll be on the channel indefinitely, guys, all right? Until the, you know, end of time or the end of our days. You can, you know, maybe you don't agree with me now. Come back in 10 years and I'll still be on here. So my point is let's all try to keep doing better and better in our crypto journey on learning about this stuff. You know, I've started reading again. I've started kind of opening my own, you know, a lot of the videos we've been having coming out, guys. I've been trying some new techniques. You know, I've been trying some new stuff. I don't know what you guys think about it, but we're trying some new stuff. You know, and we're trying to kind of cater and reach out and you know, maybe cater to a different type audience that's out there. So I've been trying. If you notice, the videos recently have been a little bit different. But if you notice, the videos I think that have been coming out recently have been a bit more informative, you know, rather than just, you know, me shilling coins, right? So my point is let's just keep trying to get better and better in this stuff. Let's try to learn and go back to what cryptocurrency is. I don't remember who said it in the chat earlier, but something about governments. I think it was Alan that said it. And, you know, let's try to remember why we got into cryptocurrency. And if you don't know why you got into it, then maybe that's a good reason to ask yourself why, and maybe more reason to learn about it. Because I'm telling you guys, this crypto stuff, I know for an absolute fact that long-term cryptocurrency is going to be one of the greatest inventions of mankind. It already is, but I'm saying the self-awareness of it. Long-term is going to be one of the greatest inventions of mankind. And if you look into what cryptocurrency really is, and especially some of these coins we talk about, Bitcoin Cash, BSV, Bitcoin, BTC, all of it, and you look at all this stuff on how it actually operates and what it actually really is, you'll start to see, guys, there is no government in the world that is going to be able to stop this stuff. And that's what governments like to do, guys. They like to control our lives. They like to tell us what to do. They like to, you know, have meetings out in Jackson's Hole and determine about how they're going to create our money supply for the next 10 years and make us all fucking poor. So my point is, guys, crypto will never, ever stop. I will never, ever stop. I'll never fucking ever stop. And that's that. So if you guys are thinking, you know, I'm going to fade out like the fucking sun, not happening. Catch you guys soon. Appreciate you guys coming down. Like I said, I'll be on here every single fucking day till the end of time. And that'll be that, guys. We'll catch you soon. Take care.